Welcome back to Lakeville Lucky Strike in Lakeville, Minnesota. We are minutes from Minneapolis, St. Paul, the Twin Cities. Today we crown a champion over the next 4 hours of live coverage here at the World Series of Bowling 17. It's the Cheetah Championship. Here is the bracket. Single elimination bowling. We start with 12 players, including Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill, seeded 1 through 12. The top 4 seeds, Cameron Crowe, Spencer Robarge, Matt Sanders, Zachary Tackett, get invited to the round of 8. And our next show at 6 Eastern, a PBA Tour title will be determined, and we can't wait. Welcome, everyone, back to the Twin Cities. Dave Ryan alongside PBA Tour star Kyle Sherman. You'll be on a couple of these shows. What a few days of bowling for the PBA Tour as we take over CBS Sports Network.
Yeah, PBA's taken over 20 hours of coverage coming at you, 4 different days of bowling, so many players, different patterns. I mean, what a week of bowling we have ahead of us.
In all, 37 different bowlers, 44 elimination matches, all going for a PBA Tour title. Well, it's certainly been a changing of the guard this year on the PBA Tour. Young stars, and all got going with Brandon Bonta right out of the gate to begin the season with a 300 game against EJ Tackett.
Yeah, Brandon's been unreal. The season he's had this year is unprecedented. You know, he's making his campaign for Rookie of the Year, but he's making his campaign for Player of the Year, something that's never happened before. Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year at the same time. He is the man to look at today. And then you have Spencer Robarge. This kid is a young phenom, one of the best young talents that's come out in a while, and he finally showed it today, beating his former college teammate Ryan Barnes to win his first title. And we talked about Rookie of the Year race. This guy is still in it too. If Spencer wins today, these guys are going to be neck and neck. It's going to be a coin flip. I cannot wait.
There's a lot on the line, and we've been waiting a long time for this moment. Cameron Crowe makes his PBA Tour TV debut. He is a big star, a lot of celebrity status to be sure. How do you think he'll handle the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think Cameron Crowe's singles TV debut today has been highly anticipated. This is a very strong player, and I think we're just all ready to see what he can do under the lights.
When we come back to Lakeville, it is time to bowl. We start the Cheetah Championship with the opening matches. It's all next on CBS Sports Network.
The PBA World Series of Bowling on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, head to gobowling.com to find a center near you.
Why is just a starting line? For the true self blooms only when we find our purpose, what makes us tick, below the surface. Our reason why is united, undivided, seeking understanding. My why is diversity in unity, a safe space in my community. It's a million faces in a mirror, and everyone belongs. Find your why for a better us.
The gutter, they're going to be flirting with that gutter today. And then after that, you're going to see the lane stretch a little bit. What we call oil is going to carry down, and you'll start seeing some reactive where players will play bigger angles, hooking the whole lane, getting the ball to the pocket.
Final warm-ups happening here before we get things underway. Bonta, Prather, Nadu, Hanrahan, all bowling at the same time, all trying to win single elimination match and get to the next round here at the World Series of Bowling. We are underway, World Series of Bowling 17. Here from Lakeville, Minnesota, just outside Minneapolis. Cheetah Championship about to unfold. Match play, part of this fantastic 20 hours of coverage on CBS Sports Network. All roads lead to Thunderbolt Allen Park, Michigan, outside Detroit for the MF World Championship on June 13th on CBS and streaming live on Paramount Plus for the final major of the season. We've got so many big-time stars, Jason Belmonte, EJ Tackett. About to see Bill O'Neill in this event. The Hall of Famer, all leading us to Allen Park. Brandon Bonta, talked about top of the broadcast. Players warming up here. Kyle getting their last shots in before we start what's going to be a wild TV show with so many simultaneous matches. Are you pumped or what?
Yeah, a lot going on right now. These players are feeling out the lanes. And again, this isn't our typical stepladder. We have a bracket format, so you just got to beat one guy, move on through the bracket. And these players right now, they're just feeling out the lanes. Remember, these lanes are different than what they competed on all week. So these players are now getting feels because it's just a little different than what they're used to in the qualifying portion.
Different center, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, about 45 minutes from here. So here we are in Lakeville to begin the 17th World Series of Bowling, PBA 50 action. We just saw on CBS Sports Network, top seed Jason Couch and John Janowitz, the championship match. Couch, the Hall of Famer, had the first two, but JJ, the front four, was really in command throughout. 5 straight on the backside of the commercial break and cruised 268, 213 for his 10th PBA 50 title. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, JJ, what a stud. One of the best 50 players out there. And how cool is it to have the PBA 50 guys back on TV? These are guys we grew up watching, idolizing. So to see them get another run under the bright lights, man, awesome. To see Couch out there, absolute legend.
2 Hall of Famers were head-to-head. So here we go, about set. Bonta, Prather. It's 26-27, and Packy Hanrahan and Chase. They do first time. He's been on TV on the PBA Tour year 2 as a bowler out of Vegas. Simultaneous bowling, a lot to keep track of here.
Yeah, I love this match between Brandon Bonta and Chris Prather right out of the gates. To me, they're very similar bowlers, very similar styles. They don't try to overpower the lane. They rely on touch, feel, floating the ball down the lane. 2 styles of games that you can really idolize as a one-handed player. And I just can't wait to see how they attack the lanes. And then you said Chase. I love this story as well. He's a PTQ guy. He's been going through the PTQs for the last year and a half, just keeping his head down, doing the best he can, and finished out this year making a show. Unbelievable.
All right, got your brackets. Here we go. Bonta, Prather, and Chris Prather, major champion himself. Gets us started. Good start, trip 4 pin.
You see Chris smiling. Anytime he starts to trip 4s on TV, the opponents just start getting a little nervous.
Another match now. This is Chase Nadeau from Vegas. Wife and 3-year-old daughter are here. The family's out. Going head-to-head with Packy Hanrahan in the other match. Looking for help. The 7-pin somehow defies physics and does not drop.
Hey, great opening shot for Chase there. First shot ever on TV. That one's always a hard one, but this one is also difficult. Covering that first spare, it's a little nerve-wracking as we see Brandon Bonta stepping up, throwing the same ball as Chris Prather is his opponent, the IQ 78U. All the players so far starting out with urethane.
Continues the Bonta Prather match. 2 stand. So continuous coverage, Bonta versus Prather, Nadeau versus Hanrahan. Back to Chase's 7-pin. Watch out, into the channel, missed it. You know the nerves are
Yeah, Rhino, that's a tough one.
challenging.
No matter who you are, that is a difficult spare. But hey, first frame, shake it off. Got a lot of game left.
On the second shot, first frame for him. Takes care of business. Has a 5-9. Here's Packy. Powerful 2-handed lefty, good start.
Great opening shot there for Packy. Our only lefty out of this group of 4 that we're seeing, but there's a lot more lefties to come, including our #1 seed, Cameron Crowe. See Bonta working on a spare, stepping up in the second. Went light his last time. I believe this left lane, though, he's bowling on. Hooks a little bit more. Let's see if it gets to the pocket.
All about urethane. Left lane here. Bonta, that looks good. They told us yesterday we had no idea heading into the season that we have this kind of a bust-out year. Great shot at Rookie of the Year. Here's Packy. Second frame.
Great double starting for Packy right there. That's how you take advantage of your opponent's open right there. They give you a little bit of an opening, and you come up throwing a great shot. Way to execute.
Chris Prather told us yesterday We'll get everything lined up with his technique, especially on the release. About the last month of the season heading into the World Series. Helped with a 7-pin that time. And he feels, he said, it was as confident as he's ever been.
Yeah, Chris has been bowling great. And honestly, you know, to the fans back home, we were rooming with Chris Prather. And he stopped rooming with Brad and I. And now he's been making shows. So I don't think we have a chance to room with Prather for the rest of his bowling career. But he has been
Are you saying you're the reason?
I think we were the reason.
12th seed, Nadu. That's coming in high. Baby split 310. If any of the pros on today's show, for a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Prather, yes.
Great start for Prather here, and we can see on that pair of lanes over there, that left lane looks like it's hooking so much more than the right lane. Prather's been flush the last two, or tripped to 4. The right lane is a little light. That's what they're going to have to combat on that left pair. Now Chase looking to not start open, tough 310 spare.
Drop, 10-pin stands, another open. That's not the way Chase wanted to begin this one. Using a huge hold down, 32 pins early. Established star Chris Prather and one up-and-coming superstar here in Brandon Bonta, former national champion at Wichita State. Trip 10-pin there. Native of Wichita.
The one skill that both these players, Bonta and Prather, have is touch. They're able to manipulate the ball so well, get it to read a little sooner, a little later, come off the spot harder, maybe not as much, just by manipulating their hand. Amazing skill sets. Now Chase looking to get on track here in third after starting open.
Got to bounce back.
Oh!
That's okay. Get a break. Get a strike.
I think he's happy just to not have to pick up a spare ball there.
Monte spare in the double. Go. Tie it. Got that one. All even with Prather. First round matches, single elimination. One bowler moves on. And one bowler is done here at the Cheetah. Packy for a 42-pin lead. Tattoos the 1-2 pocket. All 10 into the pit. Really good shot.
And Packy looking very comfortable early here today. The left side was very, very good on this Cheetah pattern. Packy looking good. He's going to be a tough man to beat throughout this bracket.
Prather trying to stay perfect. Does just that. Prather the 9 seed. Packy the 5 seed against 12 seeded Chase Nadu. Packy. Oh. Good shot. 7-pin somehow stands.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one there. I think he might have rotated his hand around it just a little bit, but still a high quality shot, leaving the 7-pin. Still has a huge lead, just needs to stay clean here.
Prather for the front 5. You bet. Locked in. 6-time titles for Prather. 2 majors. Packy's got a couple titles to his credit as well. Shocking bust out year for this young man.
Yeah, I can't say enough about the year Brandon's having. I don't think he really even recognizes the year he's having. So unprecedented, amazing. No matter what you put on the lanes, this kid has a chance to make the show. He's been in contention every week, standing toe-to-toe with Prather early here.
4-1 on TV in his career. Didn't like it. 4-pin. Didn't pay too high a price for that shot.
You see, he just missed in a little bit on that lane, and that's what this cheetah pattern, it's a great example of what not to do on the cheetah pattern. You have to have a little bit of launch angle to the right. You have to be able to throw the ball to the gutter and get it to come off of it. If you miss in, it's going to go high almost every time.
Heading for the
Better
double,
shot.
cut to 31. He liked that, you can tell. Trip 10 pin.
Great shot for Chase there, just to build a little confidence there, get a double. A lot of game left to go. He's got to start stringing them together a little bit here.
4-pit. No worries there for Bonta. And the ladder is the 4 seed at the PBA Players Championship in suburban Dallas. All the way to his first win, his first show, and of course the 300 game against the 3-time reigning Player of the Year in EJ Tackett. Made it even more special. Talk about grabbing headlines. That was something. Fifth for Nadu to cut to 21. Pays the price, big 4.
And that's easy to do when you're a little nervous. You don't necessarily trust the ball to the right. You just kind of yip it in a little bit. And unfortunately, like you said, Rhino, paying the ultimate price there with the big 4.
This is a tough game. Bonta. 9 pin for him.
Ouch. That was a pretty good shot there for Brandon.
It was. Only made once on TV. 2005, Norcross, Georgia. Arthur Ray Williams Jr., the big 4. 4-7 down, 6-10 up. Nadu in a lot of trouble against the red hot Packy Hanrahan to begin play here first round. Bonta up by 22. Has the 9 pin, has the mark.
Bonta bowling great, but it's hard to beat perfection there out of Prather early.
Back to Packy. Packs a punch. 1-2 pocket obliterated, and down they go. Up by 49.
Yeah, when Packy can get comfortable with that urethane ball, be aggressive with it, throw it to the gutter like that, he has such good ball roll, he has so much power that his carry percentage when he hits the 1-2 pocket is so good. That's why I think he's going to be extremely, extremely hard to beat as long as the transition doesn't get to him. But we have a lot more lefties coming at you, so he's going to have to make a little bit more moves down the stretch.
8th-year pro, 31 years old, Wichita State alum, and down they go again. He was only 3-15 on TV, but would love to put himself in position for his 3rd career PBA Tour title. A big 2-handed lefty. Looks good. We're underway. The Cheetah Championship on CBS Sports Network. SRO crowd here. Lucky Strike Lakeville outside Minneapolis. Got some autographs. Is Kyle Sherman in there?
Hey, I see mine. Yeah,
Nice,
right under.
nice.
All right.
Well, now it's a valuable item. Okay. Prather Bonta head here, first round winner moves on. The loser goes home. These are single elimination matches to begin live coverage of the Cheetah Championship on CBS Sports Network. Pressure is on. Out of the break. Bonta down by 22. Works on a spare. Really nice shot. Best of the match.
Yeah, you heard him say, "Oh God," after that. It's because he didn't quite get it to the spot he wanted to down lane, and somehow that ball held, and that's what we talk about, the pattern stretching a little bit. These urethane balls carry oil down the lane, starts creating a little bit of hold for these players. That's when these scores start to go up on this cheetah pattern, and you saw it right there. Prather missed in, it held its line to the pocket.
Sure did.
Great break.
So Prather in good shape on that match. Chase Nadu not in good shape here.
All right, Chase.
Better shot.
No, this match is far from over, but he does have quite the deficit here. Chase, he just needs to enjoy these last 6 frames. Relax, throw the best shot you can.
This Prather has the first 6 to a only 300 game. 7-pin that time. So you and the pros in today's show. Bowl a perfect game. Everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling to re-register. Visit GoBowling.com. Sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Chase tells us pre-show had a lot of fun with his wife and little girl. Went to the Mall of America in Bloomington, not far away. Spent a lot of time on the amusement park rides there. It's a pretty cool place. 2-pin here for Chase. Seven pin for Chris.
That spare for Chris gives Bonta just a little bit of a window. Chris obviously being perfect through 6. Now leaving a spare. Bonta needing to throw a double here. Try to stay with Prather in case he makes another mistake. Come on, spare.
Maybe he'll take that. Packy is well on his way. He'll take on Zachary Tackett in the next round. Single elimination bowling. Bonta down 31. Okay. Really nice shot. Do it again.
Huge shot there, and like you just heard him say, he's going to have to do that again. Just needs to stay right behind Chris here, just in case something happens.
Packy tattoos the pocket. And the lead balloons again. Plus 10 for hand or hand.
I got the pleasure of bowling with Packy this week during qualifying on a couple of the patterns, and you know, he just stays so mentally tough. On some of these patterns, the lefties didn't have as good of a look as the righties, but Packy stays with it. He makes the adjustments, you know, takes his licks, and then when it's there, he takes advantage, just like this cheetah pattern.
So bad.
Bonta didn't like that one. That's why. 4-6-7 split. Nearly impossible. It's a tough one. Puts him in a really bad spot. Hand or hand up 69, about 79 here, Packy. One more time. Feels the 1-2 pocket. Those pins had no chance whatsoever. Packy will advance, take on Zachary Tackett. The 4 seed in the next round. 6 stands for Bonta.
That makes Prather's job much easier here going into the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Really just needs to throw good shots, keep control of the pocket. Not Chase, I just want to see him finish this game off with some strikes here. I know he's going to be a little disappointed with his performance here today. That's okay, it happens to everybody, but I'd love to see him throw a few strikes here down the stretch.
His 8th frame. Does get a strike. So cool to talk to him pre-show. He's so pumped to be on TV. First time in his career in the bright lights. The Vegas, very famous bowling family. They would like to put this one in cruise control. They'll take it. It's the 8-9 match. Cameron Crowe, the top seed. This PBA Tour singles TV debut is coming up.
Yeah, Chase, P2Q guy. These stories are so great. It is so hard for a guy like Chase to get to where this spot is right now. He has to bowl tournaments just to get into the actual main fields. So not only does he have to beat the best players in the world to get to this spot, he had to beat a bunch of really, really good players just to get into the tournament. So for Chase, his head's up. He sees the bigger picture. He's only been out here 2 years. So to make a show in your first 2 years, I know we've had a lot of rookies come out and win, which is crazy. But to make a show in your first 2 years, extremely impressive. And he's going to take this experience and really, really grow from it in the next tournaments to come.
So we asked Prather yesterday about all the young blood doing so well. He said, I still have a lot of great bowling in me. So he feels like he's the best he's bowled in a long time, and he's demonstrating that here. About to take down Brandon Bonta, who could be Rookie of the Year. And a strike for a huge lead there for Prather. Single pin spare conversion for Chase. Zachary Tackett, the 4 seed, awaits Packy hand or hand in the next round. Nice for Bonta off the open. That's a good shot. A little late in the game, though, for that one.
Yeah, he had that right lane figured out. That left lane, the one that hooks a little bit more, you know, unfortunately, he missed in on that lane last time, and that's the lane you can't do it on. Paid the ultimate prize, but like you said, a little late.
Foundation frame for Packy going for the 5-bagger. You bet. He has got the look. He's won this match. It's official now. Chase Nadeau, he will move on. Packy Zachary Tackett, the 4 seed.
And Zachary Tackett, another lefty that we're going to see. So now Packy's going to have some transitions first match. He might have to make a couple more decisions, but man, how great is it that he gets to throw some shots that aren't necessarily for a lot of pressure because the match is wrapped up, so he can get even more comfortable in the lanes. I expect him to maybe throw a reactive ball as he's doing right now to try to get another look. So great opening start for Packy here.
One of 7 lefties. The Cheetah show. All the way to TV.
It's in the paddock.
The lefties have won the Cheetah in the past. Peter Parker won the 3rd. Jesper Svensson. Theo Bernard as well. One of those young stars who's taking over the PBA Tour. Well, first-time winners on tour heading into the World Series of Bowling. 10-pin there for Bonta. Not often you see a 99-pin lead. Go. This is a lot. Not this time. 6-pin stands. Late going into this match. It's already over. And Packy's going to move on.
We will be seeing Brandon Bonta again on the Shark Championship. So his week's far from over yet.
Far from over for the rookie star. This one is over, though. This match with Chris Prather. This will advance to the next round and take on the top seed, Cameron Crowe.
Yeah, have some fun with the tap, all right, brother. Enjoy it.
Great bowling for Packy. 268. Throws at Chase Nadeau.
See Prather throwing a reactive ball here. He's throwing a cove, symmetrical bowling ball. Got a pretty clean cover on it. Just to see what the reactive does off his urethane transition.
Hey, over there.
All right, Chase, let's end our PBA TV debut in style here with a good 10th frame.
Good shot, no break, 10-pin there. He wraps things up in his 10th frame. Chris Prather through to the next round. Huge challenge against our top seed, Cameron Crowe. Prather wraps it up. Why not? By the way, Brooklyn strikes.
You see how much hook there's on this lane.
He's experimenting for the next match. 279 for Prather. The other hand, a 268. Pretty good play, so high scoring numbers here on the Cheetah. And job well done by Chase. First TV show. And there's Bill O'Neill, the Hall of Famer, waiting in the wings. He's one of the next 4. He'll take on the youngster, Hayden Stippich next. Also Johnson and Crier. It's on the way from suburban Minneapolis. Let's flash back November of 2012 World Series of Bowling for South Point Hotel and Casino in Vegas. First event of the 2012 WSOB Cheetah Championship. Bill O'Neill defeated Mike Wolf 243-192 for his 4th career PBA Tour title. First title in over 2 years for Bill in that one.
A tree can be unifying.
Yeah, so 2 Pennsylvanians about to go head-to-head. Bill, the Hall of Famer, now has 15 titles and 3 majors in his fantastic career. One of two matches we'll have for you. This part of the bracket. Sanders and Robarge await. Stippich O'Neal, AJ Johnson, Brandon Crier, the youngster from right here in the Twin Cities, about to go head-to-head after big games from Prather and Packy Hanrahan. Huge numbers, 279, 268. In their first outings, advancing to the next round. This is single elimination bowling. Win and you move on. Lose and you go home. We're back with the next matches. Can't wait to see this unfold. AJ Johnson on the warm-ups here. Getting set, back in a moment.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
My connection to substance use disorder is that I have it, and I am now a person in long-term sustained recovery from it. Let us use this life and this light and these words as a beacon of hope. So when I tell people like poetry saved my life, it's not a platitude. I knew that I had something that could help, and a good thing came from it.
Just 21 years old, hometown hero for here in the Twin Cities. Brandon Crier is ready to compete. Cheetah Championship. TV debut for him on the PBA Tour. Practice finishes up for the next round of matches. Single elimination, 1-game match. Matt Sanders and Spencer Robarge, 2 and 3 seeds, await the winners from these 4 bowlers. Dave Collin and Tyler Crew. Stippich head-to-head, lanes 26 and 27. Then Crier, the youngster. AJ Johnson bidding for his second career PBA Tour title here today.
Yeah, Brandon, not technically going to be his rookie year because he hasn't bowled enough events, but this is his first main field. He again had to bowl the PTQ to get in, squeaked in, I believe is the last person to get into the field. Then the first term it up, Cheetah Championship makes the show. I mean,
how about that?
What is that? That's so crazy as your first time bowling a PBA national stop, making a show. Unbelievable, and in your hometown.
Stippich, just 25 years old. McKay, Pennsylvania, not far from Erie. Bowls for Bob Learn Jr. at the Bold past for college program. Underway.
Great opening shot there for Hayden as we see a lefty take that pair of lanes for the first time. Hayden having a great year as well. Second show this year, made another one in St. Louis. He's got to be extremely happy with his bowling so far. And AJ, one of the veterans in this telecast today.
Johnson-Crier match underway. Good job with a 10-pin there for AJ Johnson. That's the 7-10 match. Here's Bill O'Neal. Legend of Langhorne. time on TV this year. Hall of Famer gets it going. A little high. Just gets a 6 count there.
Practice?
Yeah, first time we've seen Bill on TV, but he's bowled great this entire year. I was bowling with him, and he's cashed in every single event this year, including the World Series, which honestly might be more impressive than winning one title. So he's been extremely consistent. Just hasn't quite been able to get to that point of making it to TV. He's had a bad game here, a bad game there when he needs it. But, you know, on TV today, looking to make that change.
Should I wait?
Respot for O'Neill. So we have a slight delay. Brandon told us yesterday a lot of family and friends are here. For about 35 minutes. Right here in the Twin Cities. Nice shot for the lefty.
Yeah, when Brandon was making his run, you could definitely tell when he was striking and when he was stringing them together, because he had a crowd there that was going crazy, a lot of local support. And again, what a cool story to be able to perform like this in your hometown in front of your fans and friends and family. Bill stepping up to pick the 3, 6, 9, 10 here. He's going to have to hit the 3-pin heavy, hopefully get the back 9.
Wants this early. Covers nicely. 3, 6, 9, 10. Good spare. Bill O'Neill. Back to Brandon. Wow. Nice start for the local hero.
That's some pretty good shots, some pretty good ball reaction for your first 2 frames on TV. And we saw the last match on that pair of lanes. Packy had a much better look than Chase. AJ's probably thinking that in the back of his head. Maybe the right side isn't quite as good. He's going to have to figure it out because it looks like Brandon is locked in early.
Back to O'Neill. Trip 10 pin, down it goes. Second frame for AJ, works on a spare. It's the target. Just the 8-pin there, could have been worse. A light hit. Stippich will let Mercyhurst, Lakers. Mike Machuga will see PBA 50 side this year on CBS Sports Network as the director of bowling for Mercyhurst. Help on the 7, down it goes. Johnson, 8-pin, got it. It's a lot of bowling here. Sure, I'm happening quickly. Lot to cover, lot to follow.
A lot to follow, but again, we're just bowling matches here, 1v1. Hayden, no easy task having to go against the real deal, Bill O'Neill, Hall of Famer, but looking good early. Electing to go with the purple hammer. All players throwing urethane here. They're trying to control the pocket. These players have so much power, so much rev rate. They can get this urethane ball to carry, continue through the pins, mix them up. Hayden, no shortage of power with his 2-handed lefty delivery.
Stippich for the first 3. Little help. Down they go.
Case in point there, Rhino. A little high. Gets basically the big 4 to crumble. And that's why we put power on a bowling ball.
Third for AJ, works on a spare in his match.
Really?
Not quite there, pays the price. 4-7-10 split.
Yeah, the right-handed reaction on that pair of lanes, a little iffy. You can see AJ gets it to the right, doesn't quite come back, gets it in a little bit, goes through the face. Not what you want to see on this cheetah pattern.
Perfection from Bill. Punches the 1-3 pocket. 60 feet to success for him. That was blasted through. AJ really tough. 4-7-10, 10 stands open frame. Local hero. And Crier sees his path get a little easier here. O'Neal for the turkey. Fourth frame to tie it. Like that. Single elimination bowling. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Prather hand-to-hand won already in the opening round match over Brandon Bonta, Jace Nadeau. Bottom half of the bracket, starting with 12 bowlers. Crow, Zachary Tackett, Matt Sanders, Spencer Robarge, a bye into the second round. Here at the Cheetah. Crier, oh baby. Help on the 6-pin, trip late.
What a shot for Brandon there. Looks like he got into the lane a little early. The ball read a little quicker, but gets the love on the 6-pin. Oh!
Hayden, wow. Makes the big right turn.
He took a little sigh of relief after that one. Playing all the boards on that one, getting all the way out to the one board for him. But comes back with perfection.
Front four, Stippich. A great start in his match. Looking for the front four as well. Take a big 45-pin lead on AJ Johnson. The lefty. You bet. Finds the range, 1-2 pocket. And the lead balloons to 45 pins now for Crier.
You know, Rhino, we see the nerves affect everyone a little different, but Brandon in this match looks like he's been doing this his whole life. I mean, those are 4 solid shots to start this game.
We're part of the rush of young bowler, Stippich. 10 goes down late. Great start continues. Front 5 for Stippich. Now AJ. 4 frames in a big hole. Needs this. Got it.
Great adjustment for there on AJ's right lane. Remember, he missed his last 2 times up. Had 2 big misses. Figured out the right lane now. Need to come to the left lane that he went high on. Hopefully maybe make a little move left. Get that ball a little wider towards the gutter. Hopefully it gets to the pocket. But this is going to be a very telling shot on this left lane to see how AJ's going to do the rest of this match.
The old partner is going for the 4-bagger. Instead, double would 2-8 for him. Back to Johnson to cut it to 35, but Will got really big really quickly for AJ. Looks for the double. Needs it, has it. Tattoos the pocket, nice looking shot.
Great adjustment there. AJ, you know, you don't want to run out of frames. You need to get lined up on both lanes there. He did. Now you just got to keep going.
O'Neal hooks into that double wood 2-8. No worries. Does have the mark. It's not going to matter, though. Stippich keeps going with the front 5.
Yeah.
Brandon told us yesterday, a lot of visualization helped him get to this moment. His big key, keep his feet slow on the approach. For the front 5. You better believe it. Packs a punch, 1-2 pocket. All 10 back for the kid. O'Neal a response. Missed the target. That's high. 3-9-10. challenging cover.
Yeah, this is a tough one here. He's going to try to hit the right side of the 3-pin, then hopefully get the ball to go into the 9 and 10. Not an easy one. But Brandon here, I cannot believe this start. Whatever this kid was visualizing, he did it the right way, because you could not ask for a better 5 frames to start your PBA TV debut.
How about the front 6? You better believe it. One more. Halfway home to a perfect game. And he told us yesterday, I'm going to imagine no one's there in the bowling center, just me. All by myself. Nice and easy.
Well, he's looking calm, cool, and collected, but
sure
you can
is.
believe under there's a fire going on.
You know what that's like, sure.
Oh, yeah. But
Not easy.
You're trying to control your emotions. You don't want to get too high. You don't want to get too low. Trying to keep that heart rate steady. But you know, inside that head, he's wanting this. It's Bill. Great spare for Bill there, throwing a reactive ball at it to get a little bit more down lane reaction to cover the pins. Perfect.
15-time titleist, 21 years on the PBA Tour for the Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill. But the story of the young guys, Brandon Crier, perfect through 6. The Cheetah continues on CBS Sports Network next. Future PBA Tour star. Weekdays on CBS Sports Network, the CBS HQ Spotlight crew keeps you up to date on all the top stories with highlights and in-depth analysis as well. Great crowd here in the Twin Cities. Sold out today. To watch the local hero. Along with the Stippich O'Neill match.
It was great to come back to, but for us, a lot of us, the first time coming to Minnesota. Great fans here, great turnouts. It's good to see some new people come to the PBA tournaments. A lot of new fans, a lot of new faces. And what a great week. World Series of Bowling, couldn't ask for anything more.
2 perfect games happening right now. Stippich has one of those. Out of the break. Looking for help. The 10-pin somehow stands.
A little shaker 10 stands there, threw everything at it, just didn't quite get the hit, but it's a good shot out of commercial break. One of the hardest shots in bowling right there. Now AJ looking to cut into this 55-pin deficit in the 6th here, working on a double.
Turkey here to go down by 45. Flirts with a channel, pays a price. Tough break, 7-10 split. Yikes.
Yeah, Rhino, that was too good of a shot to leave that right there. And that's what makes bowling so difficult, is you can throw a shot so close to perfection and leave the ultimate penalty, 7-10 split.
Nice pair, Stippich after the front 5. AJ, no 7-10. Came close though. Good try.
Yeah, I was looking for a little love there. Unfortunately, didn't get it. And when your opponent's perfect, you throw a good shot in the 7-10, really hard to rebound from it. Now AJ seems to get back on track here, do what he can. Hopefully he gets a little daylight somewhere to get back in this match. But Brandon is looking very, very good.
As is Stippich. Works on a spare, 7th frame up by 24. Finds the range again, 1-2 pocket. Looks comfortable. Back on TV. AJ at a huge hole. Good 10-pin. We'll take that.
It's important to note, waiting in our quarterfinals, all lefties aside from Prather. So if Bill wins here, he would join Prather as one of the only righties that you're going to see for the rest of the show. As he makes a ball change, goes to reactive there.
Terrible.
Shaped it a little bit more.
Brandon Crier partner has the first 6 strikes toward bowling at 300 games. Should hear any of the pros on today's show. Bowl a perfect game. Everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Looks for another one. Has another one. 7 up, 7 down.
This kid is looking impressive through 7 frames here. Perfect. What a start. Bill, again, going to reactive here. Moving his feet a little bit further left. Throwing the ball a little further right. Realizing that his urethane look probably isn't good enough to beat Hayden. This is very telling here.
That's a double with the ball change.
And that smile is kind of telling him that that was the right move. Those 2 shots weren't great. He got one way too far to the right, it struck. He got that one a little in, it held its line and struck. It's got to give him a little confidence going down the stretch of this game.
Crier for the front 8. Not this time. 10 pin through the shrapnel stands. The front 7, a huge lead on A.J. Johnson in the first round match. This is winner go home bowling. Prather, Packy Hanrahan have won. And Crier's on his way to the next round to take on the 2 seed Spencer Robarge. Stippich. Still in good shape against O'Neal. Crier. First time we've seen a spare attempts. Hooks into the 10 pin, got that, no problem. You told us yesterday he's looking at this like a step ladder. How would you approach this? How will you approach this on your 2 shots?
Well, you have to. You know, you just have to worry about your opponent that you're bowling at the time. Get settled in. That's all you can do. But I think there's some maybe something relaxing about having another match going on that kind of distracts everything from just your match. Also, you can kind of see what other bowlers are doing, maybe what they're having success with. So that's a different element that we're seeing today than normal. Normally, it's just you on a pair of lanes, and you have to figure it out. But you can kind of watch another match and say, oh, maybe that guy's doing something. I'll try that. Or, hey, he's doing that, and I don't like it. I'm not going to try that. AJ here maxed out at 221. This match is all but over. He's going to throw reactive just to say, what if?
Get some help on that, does cut it to 68, but it's too late for A.J. Johnson in this match. Stippich O'Neal is much closer. Foundation frame here for Stippich. The 11 seed has the mark, maintains the lead. Good work for A.J. to get this far, but in a lot of trouble with the youngster. Crier his TV debut. Flirting with perfection. AJ. Finding the range now. Strikes in the 9th. Way behind in that match. Here's O'Neal. Foundation frame. Things get interesting here in this winner go home match.
Bill maxing out at 255. That would force Hayden to double in the 10th.
Cut to 13. No help. 4-pin stands.
Well, Bill really needed that one. He thought it was good. He got it to the right. Asking why didn't it hook?
Whoa, watch out. Flirting with the channel. I mean, one more board, he's in. And he said, whoo, I don't want to get the 0 on that one. Bill O'Neal did just make his spare a moment ago. So he's now 24 heading into the 10th frame.
Yeah, Bill needing all 3 of these in the 10th to force Hayden really just to show up.
Finished with Crier. 247 on the line for him. Has the mark. He will advance to the next round. Take on Spencer Robarge. O'Neal. Help. 9-pin timber, down it goes. First in the 10th for him.
Crier here, throwing a reactive ball just to see his other option after the urethane. I can guarantee he's probably not going to go away from that urethane just yet, but now he's looking to see what he can go off of. And what a great start. And Bill again, needing a strike here in the 11th, getting to the 230s.
Does have it. Gonna put a little pressure on Stippich when he steps up in the 10th. Brand told us yesterday he's going to stay as far left as possible. He almost went too far left earlier in this game, but the 7 pin, he's been lined up. He said to us, that is my A game. I'm going to go with it on this oil pattern. Oh, he was last of the 10. Go strike out.
Great game there for Bill, 234. Yep. Made the adjustment to reactive. It was definitely the right play. But what a start for this kid. Brandon, the hometown hero, got his friends and family behind him. Couldn't ask for a better opening match.
256 for the kid. TV debut. Stippich needs 9. In the 10th. Got that. Gonna be a winner.
And that'll do it. So our quarterfinal match, Rhino, is going to be all lefties except for the lone righty, Chris Prather.
Stippich, Matt Sanders will go head-to-head in the next round. Crier, Robarge, Prather, Crow, Packy, and Zachary Tackett will make up that part of the bracket here in Cheetah. Great week, great showing for A.J. Johnson. They'll come up short. Head-to-head with Brandon Crier here today. How about Stippich? Second TV show of the year and of his career. Just taking out the Hall of Famer, that's all. And Bill O'Neill.
No big deal.
His debut at the Pete Weber Missouri Classic. Lost his first match to the 5-seed Matt Russo of that event. 238-203, but Hayden Stippich has stepped up here and been fabulous to open the Cheetah play.
Score, kid. Keep it going. All right, bud. Keep on.
We started with 12. We're down now to 8, including Cameron Crow, the top seed. Singles PBA TV debut. For Crow, it comes up next. Welcome to the Go Bowling Halftime Show. Let's flash back, shall we? E.J. Tackett winning a year ago in Reno, the PBA World Championship. E.J. a double in the 10th frame, knocked off Belmo to win his 3rd consecutive PBA World Championship. 242, 222, 7th major title, 4th of last year. All roads leading to Thunder Bowl. We can't wait. The MF PBA World Championship, Saturday, June 13th. The play-in round starts at 11 a.m. Eastern from suburban Detroit. Cam Crow is ready, our top seed. Here in suburban Minneapolis, well, Brandon Crier was awesome partner in his first ever TV show. All he did was throw a 256 with a front 7.
Yeah, that's all. And going against AJ, had a great week this week, but the hometown kid, I mean, his first, I believe he had, what was that, the first 7 strikes, your TV debut. I mean, this kid was lined up, he was comfortable, and they're just solid shot making. The first thing to go is your legs. It's hard to get settled in, but he was settled in from the get-go. First frame, look at that, posting shots, getting hits, and looking like he's been doing it for years.
256, 200 for Crier. 21 years old with lots of family and friends in the stands. He's responding pretty well to pressure, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, again, unbelievable. We'll see how he progresses in this quarterfinal match. But man, I'm excited to see Cameron Crow. I feel like he's been a long anticipated to see him make his TV final singles debut. We've all seen him on Born to Bowl. We've all seen him out here bowling. Now we get to see him on TV. Can't wait.
A lot of celebrity status for sure for Cameron Crow. Can't wait to watch him in action. Two-hander, the lefty, and our top seed. Should be a fantastic match coming up here on CBS Sports Network at the World Series of Bowling. Coming up next, CBS Sports Network brings you more strikes and spares as the PBA World Series of Bowling continues. With the Cheetah Championship Finals, we'll crown a champion here in the Twin Cities. A lot of bowling, Kyle Sherman, before we get to that point. So Bonta, Prather opening match. As Prather advanced to take on the top seed Cam Crow next. Back over Chase. That was an easy one for him. Crier at 256 and maybe Stippich 258, 234 win to make the next round. So here we go. Prather Crow, Hammerhand, Zachary Tackett, Sanders Stippich, Robarge, and Crier. Single elimination. Bowling continues with Packy. 6 pin. 4. Here we go with Cam Crow, our top seed. 4-year-old two-hander. Got the power, got the rev rate, ball speed, 7 pin for him.
Yeah, no shortage of power coming from Cameron, and he likes this cheetah pattern. Bowled good on it last year, almost made a show in Delaware. Makes the show here as our 1 seed, and you can see why. Throws it so hard, so many revs. You have to play the outside part of the lane. That's where Cameron's really, really comfortable at.
Chicago area, and he missed that 7. Whoa, not the start he was hoping for.
So you see someone else making their TV debut as well.
Zach Tackett.
Yep. Regional player, really solid regional player. Two-handed delivery.
Another lefty. No help, a little tap on the 10 pin, but it stands. Not related to EJ.
No, no relation. I've gotten confused because EJ's brother is also Zach Tackett. So.
Right, it is confusing. There's Prather, flirts with a channel. Just leaves a 9 pin.
There's been many tournaments where I've seen Zach Tackett on the leaderboard, like, oh, he's bowling, and no, it's the other Zach Tackett. So, extremely impressive run for Zach here. A dream scenario for him coming out. Now bowling on TV.
10 pin got that. Cross lane single pin spare conversion. Now to Prather. His 9 pin. Got that.
You see Prather made a switch to reactive there. I'm sure he watched AJ's match before and saw that AJ's look with the reactive was much better than urethane. So Prather's going to try the same strategy, throwing an alpha crux, an asymmetrical, stronger ball, but smooth. Let's see if he throws it on this left lane as well.
Tackett second frame. 6 pin stands. Come on.
Looks like Prather's actually going with a Storm Bionic. This is symmetrical ball, still pretty strong. Different option to combat this lane.
Trip 7 pin, there it goes. Chris told us yesterday it's disappointing that the season's getting close to its completion. He's really in the best spot he's been in a long time right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's bowling the best he has. He wish we'd keep bowling for 2 more months.
Tackett for his spare, got that.
And Zach, really good with urethane. You can see the 200 delivery, has a lot of power, likes to hook it. So it's really nice that he kind of gets to play his A game a little bit on the show.
Better shot there for Cameron Crow. His first strike after missing the 7 pin to begin play, but on that open frame, have it early.
So Packy with a 268 game 1, but that was on the other pair. Let's see what this pair is going to bring, and no troubles there on the right lane.
A little interesting. Without the real to cross over right in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
Well, a different pair for Packy. Lots of thought goes into it. Hook. Cut it to 1. One more hook on that one. 7 pin.
Come on. I'm not gonna miss.
See Cam talking to himself. Big self-talker, always trying to pump himself up. Always trying to get himself right to make the best shot he can. Packy working on a strike, looking to make it a double, and he does.
Just that. He's off to a good start.
Yes!
He's okay with that. Have a little fun after whiffing on the first 7 pin. ITC champion, MVP, St. Ambrose University, 2021 for Cam. So he's been in some big shows, just not on the singles side on TV yet until today. Tackett works on a spare. Solid.
Tell you what, Tackett's looking good early here. And this next shot is going to be very important. He knows Packy's feeling good, looking good, has good ball reaction. You don't want to fall behind too early.
Prather. Good ball reaction. Takes that left turn, finds the 1-3 pocket. He told us yesterday that my moves are quick and decisive. Whereas early in the season, he's thinking too much.
Well, and he's exercising that perfectly here, Ryan. He threw urethane the first game, shot 250 or so, and then now immediately gets out of that ball, still in reactive. These are the type of changes that these professionals have to make on the fly to stay ahead of the pace, or else someone will beat you and go around you. Prather's exemplifying that perfectly.
Zach Tackett from Virginia Beach. Trip 6 pin, down it goes. The 8th-year pro. Trying for his first PBA Tour title here at Cheetah.
That was such a big break for Zach to not fall behind too much. Missed right. Ooh,
Prather. Wow. Lurch with gunner. Team USA. Senior Team USA as well. Cam Crow. Back to Packy. Nice. Strikes their 11-pin lead on Zach Tackett. Crow's in a hole here against the future Hall of Famer Chris Prather. Whoa, man, that thing was a rocket down the lane. Had some sauce on it. And absolutely obliterates the 1-2 pocket. Are the pins still there? I think, are they just disintegrated?
You can see why he was the 1 seed. You know, when your ball hits the pocket that hard, it's hard. And that's what Cameron's so good at doing, is throwing a lot of strikes when he gets comfortable.
I think that's some gas to it. All right, Packy for a 21-pin lead. 5th frame for him. Help on the 7. Down it goes. 4-bagger for Packy.
That went from disaster to perfect real quick. Huge break there, tripping the 6-7.
Going for back-to-back jacks, 5th frame. Oh, man. Somehow the 7 stands.
Yeah, 3 back-to-back almost identical shots for Cam on that left lane, leaving the 7-pin. He's going to have to do something a little bit different to get his ball to shape through the pins a little bit better. Can't just overpower the lane on this left lane for Cam. So I expect him to maybe either move a little left, slow down his ball speed, do something to get it to shape more through the pins to carry.
Tackett to come to the lead. 2-4-7-8. Standing now for Zach. It's a tough miss in his match. To the 5th. 41. You better believe it. Tattoos the 1-3 pocket with some power. Nice shot.
Yeah, that's Prather's wheelhouse. When he can just stay steady under him, he has such nice pace with his footwork and has that soft hand floating it out to the right.
See him cover there for Zach. 4-7 stands, open frame, match changer.
Yeah, probably the hardest makeable in bowling right there that Zach left. Very easy to do what he just did. But again, Prather, he's able to just float this ball to the right like this comfortably. Doesn't have to overhit it. He gets so comfortable and able to repeat.
Prather to go up by 51 pins. Talking to it. Another 10-pin stands. Deficit at 39 now. And Packy is a 4-bagger. On the other side, head-to-head with Zach Tackett. It's go time now. There you go. Prather, 10-pin. Chris Prather in good shape against the top seed Cam Crow. Packy Hanrahan looking really good in his match. Single elimination play continues. It's the Cheetah Championship, the World Series of Bowling. 17 for the Twin Cities. Prather Crow. Packy Hanrahan's accurate Tackett head-to-head. World Series of Bowling 17 from just outside Minneapolis.
Good shot here, brother.
Kyle Sherman, our entire crew. Watching Packy up by 39 on Zach Tackett. 6th frame, go up by 49 pins. You bet. On the money. Through 2 matches. Here's Cam Crow. Oh, man. That rocket messenger across the deck to the 7-pin.
Don't blink, you'd have missed that messenger.
Wow. That is raw power.
Packy doing such a great job of applying pressure to, honestly, 2 opponents with no TV experience, with Chase in the first match, Zach in the second match, doing exactly what you need to do as a little bit of a veteran out here. Keep applying the pressure, make him feel the moment. That's exactly what he's doing through these first 7 frames.
6-bagger, Packy up 59 in great shape. Cam Crow's in a lot of trouble. Down 40 to Prather. Wow. Pin action. Ball speed. All bad power. Cuts it to 30.
A little shimmy there at the end, and not too convincing, but he'll take it. First strike on that left lane. First time he didn't leave a 7-pin. He'll probably still need to make a little adjustment after that one, but great double.
Great week to get here for Zachary Tackett. Strikes there. And Virginia Beach, back-to-back PBA South Region Player of the Year. Straight through, won 3 titles. 2 in 2024. 8-time regional champ. This guy, Chris Prather, his match. Good shape. 7th frame, works on a spare.
Oh, no.
Up by 30, didn't like that at all. Turned out pretty well, didn't it, Sherman?
Yeah, I don't know.
Fine.
I don't know what was wrong with that shot. I liked it the whole time. Got to the right spot down lane. Maybe he missed it off his hand, but out of commercial break, you don't quite have the feel that you had beforehand. So either way, got away with it.
Tackett for the turkey. No. 6-7 split.
I think he gave us the 6-7.
Tough. Prather feeling it.
Go.
540 here with a strike. Another one. Trip 10-pin, down it goes. Good try there for Zach. Gibson the 6-7.
Yeah, had to go for it there.
65 for Packy.
Yeah, pretty much all but sealed on that match. Cameron, though, still in this, very much so. Needs a strike here in the 8th.
Got that. Blast through the 1-2 pocket.
Is that good?
This Pins had no chance. Stays alive against Prather. Packy's going to advance again, this time over Zach Tackett. Down goes a 10-pin. Continues his great day. 268 in the first match over Chase Nadeau. Was never in doubt. This one, the same story for Packy, who looks really good here.
Yeah. Again, Packy looked great in the first match against Chase. Here, except for the first frame, perfect. And he's just looking so comfortable. His legs are under him. He's projecting the ball well. ball motion's great, but right now Cam stepping up in the foundation frame, 9th, looking to cut into his 30-pin deficit against Prather.
So cut it to 20. Big strike, got that to keep things interesting.
Huge shot for Cam right there. That's his best shot he's had on that left lane. Absolutely needed it. Well done.
It's official for Packy.
Yeah.
With that to stay in the lane in the 9th frame, and he's up by 85 pins, blowing the doors off. Attack.
He's just in cruise control over there. It's
Man.
unbelievable.
Back-to-back great games for Packy. Advancing to the semifinals. Prather wants to do the same thing. Really nice shot in the 9th. Seven pins, Zachary Tackett in the late going in his match.
Prather strike out for 269. Cameron striking out for 239. It's a mark.
Go by 40. 4 pin stands. Not quite done yet.
Just needs to pick it.
Good showing for Zachary Tackett. This is on that 7 pin. This match already over. The quarters, so Packy's off to the semifinals.
Oh no.
There you go.
4 pin, got it. Chris Prather is clearly back. Going so well of late.
Prather just needing 2 pins here. He's going to throw it down the middle, especially playing close to the gutter. Avoid disaster.
And make it official.
Thank you, brother. Great bowling.
Chris Prather knocks out the top seed. Cameron Crowe, one of our many lefties. In the field of 12 to start the Cheetah, 7 of them. Cam Crowe's dream for that first ever PBA Tour title. Gonna have to wait. Same for Zach Tackett. A great week for him to get this far. Packy and Prather have been awesome for 2 matches here, Kyle.
Yeah, they're both dialed in. They're going to bowl each other next in our semifinal match. And I cannot wait to watch. We will have a real, so we're going back on fresh. Packy's look has been great the whole time, and so is Prather's. So we're going to have a... This isn't a David versus Goliath. It's a Goliath versus Goliath match going on. It's Chris and Packy next. Great game for Cam here too. Shooting 220, a lot of good shots. The left lane, remember he left 3 7-pins in a row, was in the pocket, just didn't quite have the carry. And that's all it takes. When you're going one of the best players in the world and someone who can make shots under any amount of pressure, you got to be almost perfect. Cam's going to learn from this. And again, it's just good to see him on TV.
He told us pre-show, just trust in the process is going to be the most important aspect of the bright lights of TV. Chris Prather was awesome from the start. He's had 2 fabulous games. Same for this guy. Triple-digit lead late in the match. It's already over. Locked in.
Yeah, I think he's missed 3 times in 2 games so far. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Anyone out here will take those margins.
Prather 279, 247 games. Back at 268 in his first match with Chase Nadeau. .289 for Packy in game 2. Wow. And Packy Prather in the semifinals. Spencer Robarge, a win this year on the PBA Tour in Columbus, Ohio. Would like to get another one in the Twin Cities here tonight. Let's flash back Sunday, April 4th. Pilgrims PBA Ohio Classic in Columbus. Number 3 seed Spencer Robarge faces former Wichita State teammate, reigning PBA Rookie of the Year, number 1 seed Ryan Barnes. Two-handed young stars head-to-head. Robarge won at 236, 228. So Barnes failed to get his first title, and Spencer got title number 1. It's the second time of the season a rookie had emerged victorious. There'll be more to come after that. Spencer Robarge is set to go, getting practice in. Take on Brandon Crier next. Spencer the 2 seed. Also Matt Sanders. Hayden Stippich will go head-to-head. There's a bracket. All right, Kyle, what do you think so far? How's it break down for you?
Yeah, big game shot. It's a matter of who's seeing it right and who's not. Packy dialed in. Prather, our lone righty. What a match. And then now, 4 lefties remaining. Spencer had a great look. You can see why he bowled well. You see why Cam and Spencer bowled well. They both like to throw it hard. They both like to throw it straight up the left side. It's no surprise that they were the 1-2 seed. But Spencer going against Brandon. The guy was locked in. 250 his first game. Great start.
2 semifinal spots are set in Prather and Packy, 2 to be determined. For the Twin Cities on CBS Sports Network tonight. Welcome back. Lucky Strike Lakefield just outside Minneapolis. Standing room only, packed house again. World Series of Bowling 17, Reno last year, and the Twin Cities this year. All right, quarterfinal matches. Robarge, Crier head-to-head. Matt Sanders and Stippich. Bars the bye to the quarterfinals. Single elimination matches. A.J. Johnson, 256 game in his TV debut for the hometown hero. Grew up 35 minutes from here. Lefty gets us started. Second half quarterfinals of the Cheetah bracket, and a great start.
Rhino, this kid is smooth, man. I love his delivery to the line. Great footwork, very clean off his hand. See Matt Sanders starting his TV. Here into the first.
A lefty, good start for Matt out of Evansville, Indiana. He's won PBA Tour title back in 2017, extra frame Billy Hardwick Memorial Open in Memphis. Spencer, Wichita State, now moved back to Springfield, Missouri, his hometown. Nice shot in the 1-2 pocket. Hayden Stippich, just outside Erie, Pennsylvania. His second match. Nice. Wow.
Okay.
These guys are locked in.
These guys aren't playing around anymore.
4 straight to start. Our 4 bowlers in the quarters. Prather and Packy to the semis. See them later tonight on CBS Sports Network. Championship show.
Oh, boy.
In the Cheetah. Oh, boy, from Spencer. Not sure he liked it, but gotta like the final result.
What you do love is when you say, oh boy, and it's just 10 back.
Then you're wondering, well, why'd I think it wasn't a great shot out of my hand? Or hands in this case. Stippich looks for another one. 7-pin, stubborn, stands.
Yeah, Hayden was actually throwing the purple hammer. Same ball as Brandon's throwing, but he's making a ball change here to a different urethane, the black hammer 78. A little weaker urethane that he can shape a little bit more. Brandon here in the second, looking to start with a double.
He told us all about visualization. During practice sessions here yesterday. And it's all paying off for him. Crier continues. Fantastic bowling. First ever TV show. Stippich back on TV, cross lane. Likes that one. 7-pin, no problem. Had a good chat with Hayden yesterday, along with Mike Machuga. Little Taviri, of course. Mike we'll see in the PBA 50 World Championship show Tuesday. They've known each other since Hayden was young. Bobbler and Jr. Good shot, Crier, 6-pin. So Erie is well represented between the two.
Yeah, I'd say so. Sanders, your 3 seed on this Cheetah Championship.
Wow. Seeing some big numbers here, partner.
You know, I got the chance to actually cross with Matt during this Cheetah Championship throughout the week, and he bowled so good. Me and him couldn't have been more opposite, though. I was in dead last after the first 5 games, and he was in first after 5 games. But, man, he was so locked in, solid. And when Matt can throw this urethane and shape it a little bit, he's got this soft hand touch. Man, he is deadly. And we've seen it before. He made the Masters show, got 5th. When he can play out to the left with this ball, he can strike with the best of them.
2-4 all-time record on TV. Continues the trend. Right on the 1-2 pocket. First 3 for Sanders. Spencer tries for his first 3. Go by 11 early. Robarge, pays the big price, the big 4. Ouch.
Yeah, got that one a little left. Looks like he caught a little bit more, and that tends to be Spencer's miss a little bit as he gets very aggressive with his hand. A little too aggressive on that one. Saw the friction, knifed right through the face.
Stippich continues to roll. Another great shot, big 4. How about it, Spencer? 4-7 yes, 6-10 no. That's a tough leave.
Tough lead, but if you're Brandon, you're thinking you just caught a break. See him visualizing over there, trying to stay locked in. Those we need to do on these next couple.
Stippich to cut it to 10. Does just that. Great shot, crunches that 1-2 pocket. A lefty heavy show. Something bothers Spencer. He'll reset.
The fans are really close over there, so it's easy for the players. They're so locked in. Any little movement has the potential to throw him off. Spencer needs to reset here.
Coming off the big 4. Gets him out.
Gotta be quiet next time.
Sanders tries to stay perfect. 6-pin stands for him.
I think Matt got a little too slow with that one with his ball speed. Needs to keep the momentum of his speed up, keep the pace up to make sure that ball projects down the lane. Brandon here. Can get back on the strike train in the 4th.
Just 2-7. Looked like 2-4-7 there. It's a little help.
So it's interesting now. All these lefties that we have left, they had great starts, but now they're going to start seeing a little bit of traffic. So because of that, they're going to have to make a little bit more moves. We see now on this right lane, Brandon and Spencer both going through the face, so they're going to need a little bit of a move. So we're going to see a little quicker transition now than normal, because normally they're not bowling against another lefty.
Nicely done, the baby split there. But Crier comes through with the hometown crowd cheering. He's got upwards of 30 people here. Friends, family, everyone you can imagine has made the trip here in the cities. For Sanders, works on a spare. 6-pin down late.
A lot of trip 6s today and trip 4-pins. Has to do with the entry angle. A lot of entry angle. You'll see that a little bit more. Great break there from Matt.
Fifth for Crier. Works on a spare. Down 15. Got them all again. Great shot. Strikes in the fifth.
Great rebound shot there. Now for that match between Spencer and Brandon, who's going to figure out that right lane as Hayden steps up here, looking to make this a turkey.
Which he does, and has a lead. Good for Robarge, looks for the double. Down by 5. Help on the 7, down it goes. Timber. Sometimes it's the bricks. Can help you out.
A lot of times it's the breaks. It's who can, you got to make 10 good shots, but who can get a little luckier? Spencer will surely take that hit.
Young man from Pennsylvania. Last four-backer. 11-pin lead, which he's got. Perfection 1-2 pocket.
Yeah, it looks like Hayden's a little deeper on the lane, shaping it a little bit more than Sanders. That's going to make Sanders have to make a little bit more moves because Hayden's line is kind of going into Sandy's line. Sanders is going to have to make a little adjustment here.
Robarge. Turkey and a lead for Spencer Robarge, looking for his second career PBA Tour title. Has a lead on Brandon Crier, the local hometown hero. Quarterfinals continue next on CBS Sports Network. Resuming quarterfinals here, just outside Minneapolis. Dave Keller and entire crew, CBS Sports Network. Coverage underway of the Series of Bowling 17. 4 straight days, 20 hours of coverage. We'll crown a champion tonight in the Cheetah. Here's Crier out of the break. Nice. And a lead. Up 5.
Great shot there for Crier. Needed to figure out that right lane. You know, it's easy when you're in cruise control. The first match, he was striking, didn't have anyone else affecting his side of the lane. He was able to just throw strikes. Oh!
The big 4 and then nothing for Sanders. Amazing.
That's pretty good.
What a break to stay 1 pin behind Hayden. But again, Brandon here. Now it's about thinking a little bit. Now it's about making some moves and repeating. See what he does here on the left lane.
For the Turkey 15-pin lead, Crier. Oh, pays a price. 6-7 split. Sanders for a lead in the 7th frame. Single elimination match here. Looking for help. The messenger does get the 7. The scout across the deck. Just enough. He's up 9. Wow.
What a hit. That almost never happens, Rhino. The head of the pin just tickled the 7 pin there. Huge.
Match changer. Down 9 now. Robarge on the bench sees a lead. His 7th, working on a strike. Breakthrough here for this guy. Stippich, second show. The lefty, got them all. Has a lead. Strikes in the 7th. Robarge for the 4-bagger. By 19, Spencer has got it. Perfect shot, tattoos the 1-2 pocket with some power.
And he knows how important that shot was. Again, he needed to make an adjustment on that right lane. He did. Brandon gave him an opening. And Spencer walked right through it.
258 game for Hayden against the Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill. Now he's got to take down Sanders. For 11-pin lead. 7-pin will not fall.
It's supposed to be on this rack.
So that match all tied. Hopefully he changes this match here. Watch out! Channel first, then the pin. Missed it. Huge error.
Yeah, big mental error there for Hayden. But Sandy here, I'm not going to say it relieves pressure, but he's gotten lucky on his last couple of shots. They haven't been dead flush. Yes, he got the strikes, but they haven't been the best hits. So he's going to have to make a little adjustment. That just is a little easier now with Hayden missing a single pin.
Robarge for the 5-bagger and a 29-pin lead. You better believe it. Good shot. Smokes the 1-2 pocket. In control. Looking for the semifinals. Sanders trying to take advantage. Go up by 22. Does just that. Shot maker. Frame and 4 in a row for Sanders. Local hero hoping this magical run will not come to an end just yet. 8th frame. Crier. Okay. He wants a re-rack. Sanders inching closer. Foundation frame for a 32-pin lead. Yeah, good pin action. Up to get to the 10-pin. Down it goes. Healthy lead for him through 9.
Yeah, they're not convincing, but they're falling, and he'll take that right now. Going against Hayden, looking to move on to our semifinal. Brandon wisely taking a re-rack here. He knows how big this shot is. 9th frame, foundation frame. Can strike out for 233. And he realizes how good Spencer's look is right now. And he's thinking, I have to knock all 10 pins down right here in the 9th.
You're here for a reason. Show them why.
Needs this one. Help on the 7. Across the deck it goes. Well, Messenger takes down the 7-pin. Very self-confident just before that shot.
That was a little hometown hit for him right
was.
there.
Minneapolis love, right?
Yes, sir.
Stippich strikes at his 9th. Foundation frame here for Robarge.
Spencer can max for 262.
That's for 6 in a row. Back up by 29. Wow! The pin action.
Give me that.
And the Scout hammers the 7-pin, down it goes.
Spence says, I can do that too. His just went a little faster than Brandon's.
Stippich starts his 10th. In style.
Stippich max for 247. Sanders can max out for 279.
Here. Come on.
Hayden basically needs to throw all 3 to force Sandy to mark.
Tenth for Spencer.
Please
Yes.
and thank you. That's why you say them.
And no surprise, Rhino, we've high scores across the board here. Players striking. Hayden in the 11th.
Great shot, Stippich. 1 more to go in the 10th. Spencer just got to keep it on the lane. Just needs 1 stick. Put this one away. Gonna do it. Spencer Robarge. He's gonna get through the 2 seed to the semifinals. Who will he face is the question. Sanders in the driver's seat. Stippich looking to fill the 10th with another strike. Which he does. 247. Hayden Stippich. 2 really good games here.
Yeah, great game for Hayden, and he's really wishing he didn't miss that 7-pin early in the match. They just have a way of coming back to haunt you and force Sandy to show up a little bit more in this 10th frame.
First in the 10th, go by 22. 7-pin, stubborn, stands. What a week, what an outing for Crier. He said to us yesterday, just a dream come true to make TV in his hometown. Nearly 21 years old. He'll be back on TV, right?
Well, he's got to bowl more tournaments. This
Yeah.
is the first time he's ever bowled a tournament in the PBA national competition. But big shot here for Sandy here. Pass to spare it.
The 32-year-old taking his time. He'll think and watch Crier finish up. What a showing for Crier. .256 game at A.J. Johnson. Sanders. Got that 7-pin.
Easy.
Huh? A little bit. I was kind of wondering why I was sitting there.
And that's round of applause here for Crier. Finish it up. Hometown kid gets a standing ovation. That's pretty cool. To wrap up the 10th.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
why not?
What a week for Brandon.
Great bowling. Go get that win, all right?
233. TV debut. Sanders thinking semifinals. He'll get that. 258, 247. As he wraps it up against Hayden Stippich.
Yeah, what is that, Bob?
Our semifinal field is set. Prather, Packy, Matt Sanders, and Spencer Robarge. All right, Sherman, updated bracket. Here we go. Championship is a race to 2. That's coming up next on CBS Sports Network. We're down to 4 in the Cheetah.
Yeah, we got 3 lefties left. The lone righty and Chris Prather. Everyone's got a good look. Everyone's shooting 250s and throwing a lot of strikes. It's just going to be about who can make the best shots when it starts getting closer to winning time.
That's coming up next. Bringing more strikes and spares. The PBA World Series of Bowling continues next. The Cheetah Championship Finals. That is on the way on CBS Sports Network tonight. When the dust settles, we will crown a PBA Tour champion to kick off the World Series of Bowling 17 from here at Lucky Strike Lakeville outside Minneapolis. The semifinals are set of the Cheetah. Prather, Hanahan, Robarge, and Sanders. Now for Kyle Sherman, the entire crew. Dave Ryan saying so long for now. We'll be back after the break with more from the PBA World Series of Bowling. We crown the Cheetah champion tonight. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. One more show in the Cheetah, and we will have a PBA Tour champion. It's coming your way here tonight on CBS Sports Network. Don't miss it.